So with regards to this motion, I'd like to participate to stress on a few points. See, number one, we should understand that the land of the tribals in the state, under the purview of 6th schedule, we claim ownership over it. And as rightly said by Balajied just now, traditional mining has been practiced for more than 50, 60 years. And at the same time, the laws which were prevalent at that particular point of time, which allowed the people to earn their livelihood, has been affected at this juncture. See, what happens when we speak of it from the point of view of income? See, when we ban, we stop quarrying of sand and stone. See, sometimes the prices goes up. So when the prices goes up, it affects the general people at large who are dependent on buying this particular sand and stones from the people who are doing the work. So my contention here, if the government can have some laws which will entail and help the local people of our state, wherein a certain limit is allowed with particular reasons, I think the government can make sure that the people who are invested in this particular work, they are benefited, and so do the general public. So I'm going with the G20 summit which happened this year. The contention was on climate change. So we should stress on this at the same time so as to not to affect the environment and the rivers and the catchment areas at the same time. So with these few words, I will submit my submission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, for allowing me to participate in this subject. This House do discuss the problem faced by the local small-scale sand and stone miners in the state. So as sensitive of the people, sir, I feel that it is our responsibility to safeguard both the environment and also the livelihoods of the people. So the issue at hand presents a delicate balance that requires our immediate attention and concerted action. So we find that local small scale miners, sand and stone miners, play a vital role in our economy, providing essential materials for construction as well as for our infrastructural development. However, their operations often come with environmental consequences that cannot be ignored. So the extraction of sand and stone can lead to the habitat destruction, water pollution, and also soil erosion, posing significant threats to our environment and the public health as well. So it is imperative that we find a way forward to ensure that the sustainability of mining activities while mitigating their environmental impact. To achieve this, I urge the government to adopt comprehensive policies that strike a balance between environmental protection and the needs of local miners. These policies should include measures to promote sustainable mining practices such as reclamation and rehabilitation. Sometimes I want to remind that since our state falls under the 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution, we should, as government, we should come up with a clear policy so as the central policy should not come into effect in our state, upholding the spirit of the infrastructure, federal structure of the country. So I want to just remind that this problem should be looked into, as many of the people which have met who live from hand to mouth. So we need the government to need some policies to ease out this problem, so that our local small miners will not be suffered. And same time, though the challenges we face are complex, but they are not invincible. Thank you, sir. I receive my seat.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I'm very happy for the step taken by the government from time to time to ease the problem of the sand miners and stone miners. And in fact, with the intervention of the Honorable Chief Minister, the Government of India relaxed the rules for harvesting of sand and mine to do locally. So I impress upon the Honorable Chief Minister to use this condition, so at least the harvesting of sand and mining of stone could also be done commercially, because the step taken to apply the mining lease is very, very difficult. With the intervention of the Honorable Chief Minister, most of the districts already have their DSR. Based on that, the miners could apply for harvesting of sand. But sir, as you know, the land tenure system, who owns the river? And which part of the river I will harvest the sand? And based on that, it is very difficult for the miners to prepare their mining plan for harvesting of sand or stone. So I request the government to look into how to ease this problem, how to overcome this problem, because most of our river, they flow to Bangladesh or Assam. This sand, which is the wealth of our state, is all going to, we cannot do anything. It is the wealth we are going to Bangladesh. We only have to see, because if we harvest, it is against the rules. So I request the government to look how to simplify as much as possible, so that the small sand traders, harvesters, and the small miners could be able, because the problem is not only for them, for the livelihood, the problem for the government also, where they will get the sand to construct their old building. 27,000 crore of the budget which we have, and more than 50% of that budget is for construction. That construction will stop if we don't simplify the rules, so that we will get this material which flow to Bangladesh, flow to Assam, we could harvest it for the benefit of the state, and if the state benefit, the stakeholder, the miners, and also the sand harvester, they will benefit as whole. So with these few words, I once again request the government to look at, to simplify as much as possible the rules, so that this wealth which belong to us will not go to Bangladesh or to Assam. We will, and the people of our region will enjoy it. Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir.